evening everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is the second video today. Would have only been one today if I'd remembered that Parabellum is on tonight. I forgot it was Wednesday and it's going to be Parabellum Day. And as you can tell by the title, that is what we're going to be covering this evening. Parabellum. The Latin phrase, si vis pacem parabellum, which literally translates as, if you want peace, prepare for war. Hence the title actually in English rather than in Latin. So credit there to Scopely to actually put something in Latin with an English meaning. And to be perfectly honest, the event itself it's so straightforward, but it is one of the better events in my opinion since I've been able to start doing it. It's available from operations 39. Once you get to ops 39, that's it, it becomes available to you, and it is pretty much a latinum event. You can earn latinum out of it. As you can see, I've already completed this, and I originally did actually record some VT for it, where I did actually go out and kill. Well, no, actually, I went out and got blown up a few times just to complete this event, and all it took was three hits, three attacks. That was it, and I was done. And I walked away with 17,500 strips of latinum. But what I'll do is, when I do the bit for the show you my attacks, I'll also show you the total amount of rewards, because I also did record that bit as well. So as you can see, I did complete it. So what we're going to do is going to quickly look at the Parabellum. First of all is obviously you've got to go attack. You just basically do some damage. That is it, just damage. You don't have to destroy anything in this event. It's literally go in, fire your weapons at it, do some hull damage, end of story. And this only 3 systems you can actually do this in: the Sol system in Federation Space, Romulus in Romulan territory, and Kronos in Klingon territory. That is it. And all you have to do is just damage the traders and the heavy traders. Now, the normal traders, you only get 1 point for hull damage, whereas the heavy traders, you actually get 50 points hull damage. And it's the heavy traders you want to hit. Now, I hit them with a tier 4 Auger, and it literally takes me 3 runs. Yes, I'm going to lose my ship every time. Not a problem for me. I've got no issues with losing my ships. But as well, if you above level 42, you can actually use your G4 ships. The Kelvin, the Katinga, the Valdor, the Newton, the Colonel, the Bellum, Enterprise A, the Hector, and the Tribune, all getting bonus points for smacking these traders. So you can literally just go in there and shoot them, really. Another good ship for this one, of course, as well, is the Jellyfish, because the Jellyfish is a PvE ship. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to one of these capital systems, and the closest one to me will be Romulus. So we'll just, when the lag actually finally kicks out, here we go. So we're just going to quickly scroll up. Here's Romulus. So we're going to view the system, get rid of all these, and here we go. We've got heavy traders already straight in front of us, and if we scan them, and as you can see from the bars below, 16 million shield, 18 million hull for these. And just a quick look at their stats. Now, the heavy traders are kinetic based weapons, so they're going to fire in the standard kinetic pattern of once every 2 rounds. Here we go, 1 transport here. So we're going to scan this one, and as you can see, 16 shield, 18 million hull again. And looking at the stats, there's really not that much difference between the 2 of them. But the one thing is, with this particular transport, the ordinary transport, this is an energy based weapon, which means it's going to go off every single round. So which means it's going to fire twice the amount of shots, but obviously energy weapons don't do as much damage as the kinetics do. And the difference between the 2, well, you can take out the transports a lot easier than you can the heavy transports. So before I cut the Auger in, and in fact, I tell you what, no, we're going to cut the Auger in right here. Okay, so here we are with the Auger in Romulus, and as you can see here, here's my crew. I'm running the Kinetic PvE crew, which is Pike, Munro, and Talon. And the reason I've got Talon, as you can see here, 20% reduction to kinetic weapons against hostiles, and obviously that only works up to level 51. So here we go, targeting a heavy transport. Send me Auger in, and this is obviously the first kill. I didn't record any battle logs from this, so it's just to literally show you that. So there's the first kill, and obviously put it under repair. Speed it up a wee bit. And then send it back in. As you can see, the 4-minute warp flight, so bit of editing here. So I've entered back in the system, and obviously I kept the same transport that I hit up. So basically I just followed it around the system. So here comes me Auger for a second hit. Now normally I would actually do this with a discovery, but my ceiling counter at the minute is extremely low until tomorrow. So it wasn't worth me sending the discovery in just to do 3 summons. I haven't got enough to do them. So again, sending the ship back in, and select the transport again, so we're going to go for 1 more hit. So moving to attack this one, as you can see from his health bar on the above in the target box, it's not dropped that much, and that's how strong these heavy traders actually are. They are very, very strong, and there is a tactic to take out the normal transports using your Enterprise and Chen instead of Talon. But anyway, so here we go. We're clicking up for the rewards, and that is your reward: 17,500 latinum, some G4 uncommon parts, common parts, some G4 uncommon gas, and then you got your G3 rare and uncommon. So that's what I get for a full completion of the Parabellum event. Okay, so that was your Auger, and taking on attempting to take on a trader 3 times and losing every single time, getting blown up. And obviously the total payout for the Parabellum event, I mean, that's just for me for Operations 39. Obviously, as you get higher ops, the amount of latinum and the amount of G4 resource materials you get does actually increase. So just before we finish today, a quick look at the events that we've got going on. As you can see, it's mining all the way. Yes, mining. The brilliant theme of this arc, and this is where I would have brought the feature in had I remembered Parabellum was on tonight, because I could have put the 2 videos together, not a problem. So we're going to look at your standard battle pass event. Here's your battle pass. Obviously I'm still to complete it. So here you've got to mine your resources, you've got to mine your materials all the way up to G5. Then you've got your specials, you've got your corrupted data, decoded data, and raw latinum. And then you've got your Isogen, mining Isogen 1 actually giving you the most points, but it does actually take longer to mine. Why Isogen 1 takes longer to mine than Isogen 3, I really do not know, but that is scopely for you. And then there's also, you can build and tier up some ships where you get some points: the Botany Bay, the North Star, the Devore, the Meridian, the Antares, Cavor, Valkis, Hydra, Bochar, and the Tavor, all giving you bonus points towards this event. So I'll tell you what, we're getting some good lag today. And then it's mining with the brothers, the 2 brothers. Now I was going to do a video on the missions, which I've just completed, but I had a few technical problems and did the missions, didn't record it. So I do apologise for that one. But basically in the missions, we met the 2 brothers. First came across as a bit of a dopey one, really. If we can compare them to the 2 main Ferengi in Deep Space Nine, Fess is more like Rom. He's not quite all there, but he's smart. And we'll get onto the smart bit in a minute. And then you've got Arok. He's the bull in the china shop, so to speak. He's going and he's got his attitude problems and all that. And he's more like Quark, who's constantly chasing profits, like a bull in a china shop. But by the end of this first batch of missions, part 10, well, in the missions, you as the patch notes stated, you're always one step behind, and there is a specific reason why you are always one step behind, and it is actually revealed in these missions. So Orok's trying to push to find out what's going on with this black market, why they're pushing smaller businesses out of business, blah de blah de blah. Fest it doesn't quite understand what's going on, so you're following around. You're constantly ending up taking on systems of ships. You've got to destroy so many level 31s and 32s to proceed. Now, the way I usually do that when it comes to something like that, unless it tells me to specifically kill in a system, I go where my PvE ship is, which is 9 times out of 10 is in Tiger Core. And then just blow them up. It completes that part of the mission, not a problem. But by the end of it, Orok is dismayed, he's distraught, he doesn't know what to do next, and he tries to drown himself in his synth ale. Maya, your station AI, has got to the point where she's thinking that there's got to be a mole somewhere, and during the missions as well, you've encountered another character called Rilo, and so she sets out a trap, speaking with Rilo, Fess, Orok, all separately, telling them not to discuss it with anybody else, saying that they're going to go meet a defector in a system. Also, they move to your mission. You go out to the system, but you do go to one system before it. It's not to go into the system because you've placed a tracking device on everyone's ships, so you're going to know who's moving. And a rock ship turns up. You chase him in to that named system, only to find a rock's not actually in command. It's Fess. And it turns out Fess is not as dumb as he seems in the missions. He's not as dumb. He's actually the head of security for the black market. And he's been rooting out all these people who go blah, 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 who spout off and make sure they're dead. And then that's pretty much the end of it. So you return to your base. It's like, well, what do we do now? And literally at the last point, this is where the third Ferengi comes in, Quark. How may I be of assistance? So that's the missions in general. So yeah, now we're going to be mining with the brothers. Obviously, their abilities are to do with mining. So obviously, here you go. These are the bonus points you're going to get with Fess and a rock, with the materials and concentrated latinum. And here's your base points for the materials and latinum. And look, it's concentrated latinum in this event, not raw latinum, concentrated. So your battle pass is saying raw latinum. You got to go mine raw latinum, which I personally can't do right at this minute because the feature can't mine it. It literally just can't mine it. So I've got to go find a concentrated node soon. And then in this event, you've got to mine the concentrated ore. So yeah, and then the next event is an alliance base event. It's recruiting the Ferengi, basically spending points on your shards, officer XP, and you get bonus points for your 3 Ferengis and spending XP on them. And it is an alliance base event. As you can see, I'm already down in 35th place on this one with 750 points. Now if we just quickly scroll back up to the top, as you can see, the top is 44 million. And yeah, I ain't going to achieve anywhere near that. I don't even think I'm going to get mid-table, to be honest, with this one, because I won't be buying many shards unless there's officer events in the dailies, which at the minute there isn't any. It's station and ship. But anyway, that's the events. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, smash that like button, click subscribe so you know when I'm releasing more content. And then you know what to do with your comments. Well, they go down below. And I promise I do read the comments as they come in. Sometimes I might be a few days late, but I do read them. But on the whole, that's Parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. This is Pegasus. signing off.